We're going to go ahead and start the meeting. Welcome to the Development and Environmental Review Committee meeting for the City of San Bernardino. Today is February 26, 2025, and it is approximately 10:01 a.m. Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? Ready to begin? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody. My name is Michael Gonzalez with the Planning Division. Roll call.
So Public Works and Development Division.
So Derc, PW Engineering.
Michael Morhart, Water Department Engineering.
Robert Castro, Water Department, Environmental Control.
Christian Carlson, Planning.
Chantel Choice, Planning Division.
Jerry Orlando, Building and Safety Division.
Ido Barras, Integrated Waste.
Gerardi Barr, County Fire.
All right, thank you, everybody. We're going to move into public comments for items listed and not listed on the agenda. Was there anybody that wanted to speak on anything that's not on the agenda this morning? Okay, very good. Moving on to the consent agenda, there will be no separate discussion of consent calendar items unless a committee member requests that the item be considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. Item number one on the consent agenda today is the approval of the draft minutes. And our recommendation is to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of February 12th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
A motion.
I have a second.
Second.
All approve?
Yes.
All right. No nays. Very good. All right. We're going to go ahead and move on to the public hearing. Chantal, we have item number 2 today.
Yes, item number 2 is conditional use permit 23-14. It's a request to allow the development, establishment, and operation of a drive-through restaurant containing approximately 950 square feet on a parcel containing approximately 0.48 acres. Is located on the southwest corner of West 2nd Street and former Bungalow Court within the Commercial General 1 CG1 zone and Transit Overlay District. The project will be categorically exempt pursuant to section 15332 infill development. Staff is recommending that the Development and Environmental Review Committee move this item forward to the Planning Commission for consideration.
All right. Thank you, Chantal. Did you have a date for that, or do you put this open?
We're looking to move it to the April 8th.
April 8th. Is the applicant here?
Yes.
Did you have any questions for the DRC?
No,
Okay. Does anybody have any questions for the applicant?
not questions, but I just wanted to note that comments were previously required and a plan check review, environmental control plan check review is required for this project.
Thank you, Robert. All right, so the recommendation today is to move this to the Planning Commission for possibly the April 8th, 2025 meeting. Do I have a motion?
A motion?
Second?
Second.
All approve? No nays. Motion passes. Thank you. Moving on with the public hearing. Item number 3. Christian, can we have the item, please?
Morning. Conditional use permit 24-15. It's a request to allow the development, establishment, and operation of a restaurant with a drive-through Wendy's containing approximately 2,280 square feet on a parcel containing approximately 1.48 acres. This site is located at 280 East Hospitality Lane on the corner lot between Commerce Center and Hospitality. The zone for this site is Commercial Regional CR-3 and it's over the Transit Overlay District. This project is categorically exempt pursuant to section 15303, new construction or conversion of small structures. And the staff's recommendations for today is to move this item forward to Planning Commission.
All right. Thank you, Christian. Do you have a date with PCB?
It will be April 8th as well. And I believe the applicant is here. for any questions.
Does the applicant have any questions of the DRC? No, we're okay.
I have a quick comment.
Okay, go for it.
So on our standard requirements, we only list sewer and commerce center and hospitality. But I guess there was a sewer main extension done in the parking lot between the hotel and the proposed restaurant. And our understanding is that when it was installed with a Y for a connection.
Correct.
That sewer main was never conveyed to us by the hotel's project. We're working on that right now. We do have sewer and water applications for the project, but we can't issue the sewer invoice until that all gets conveyed so that we can let you guys connect to that.
Okay,
So we're working on that with the hotel because they owe us documents,
okay.
but as soon as it's conveyed, then we can allow you to connect to it.
And if you need any help with that, we can kind of help as the property owner there. We know some of the adjacent property owners also.
Okay.
So I'll leave my information with Christian and stuff and let us know and we'll help support that.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, because I know that came up.
Mhm.
If it can't be resolved, what are other options there for sewer?
Well, either probably Commerce Center, just because you probably don't want to connect to hospitality.
No.
So there is.
There is sewer.
Yeah, in both.
Okay.
schools, yeah.
Yes, we would prefer that, if that's plan B.
Mhm.
Quick comment, I believe one of our CIP projects just paved Commerce Center East, and that will be under moratorium for 5 years.
Okay,
So we could still work on it, but there's certain requirements we're gonna have for that street.
if we do go into the
If you do
street,
cut into it, yes.
okay, well, let's hope we don't have to go that approach.
Yeah, let's work on the project.
We like that.
But
Yeah, scenario.
Commerce Center is a possibility to cut in.
Yes,
Okay. Thank you.
I have a comment as well. This project will require environmental control, pretreatment, plan check reviews separate from any building department or planning plan check. So you'll need to contact us directly and submit to us directly. For the reason for your pretreatment requirements. Yeah.
Okay.
No problem.
Anybody else? No? Awesome. All right,
Thank you.
thank you. All right, we're moving on to public hearing item number 4, George.
All right, good morning, everybody. The project before us today, item number 4, is going to be conditional use permit 24-21. This is a project at the southeast corner of Redlands and Hunts. The zone for this property is going to be the commercial regional 3. And basically what it is that you have 7-Eleven that's currently existing, it's built, that's at the portion closest to the corner. Originally, this application, CUP 2013, was to develop the southerly portion for restaurants, specifically to drive-through ads. And that idea has since been scrapped. It's basically an extension of the existing service station. It's going to be 7-Eleven. The southerly portion, in lieu of restaurants, is now going to be used for diesel fueling. So that, by and large, the site is going to be just additional hardscape. You have your paved surface. You have some landscaping, and then the fueling canopy, which houses the pumping islands for the trucks. That's essentially this project, and again, it's a modification to the previously approved application. We're going from restaurants to more gas station, essentially. I'm not sure the applicant is in attendance.
They're here.
Oh, perfect. Okay,
All right.
otherwise, this is just a recommendation. Environmental legal purposes, it would be considered exempt. Under 5 acres, and the areas surrounding it is already developed. This would just be a recommendation to eventually get to the planning commission. Tentatively April 8th.
April 8th,
Yes,
and it's 15332 infill.
yes, 533.
Like I need a submittal.
Do you?
Yeah.
Fire is missing their fire submittal.
Should have the site. That's the one I emailed you directly. Said this one was good. We do have conditions.
Do we have conditions on it? I'll double check with them because they, our secretary, they noted here that it has not been submitted, but if it was maybe under, I'll go back and look at it then.
Okay. I'll revisit with the conditions then.
Okay.
Did you have any questions of the DERC this morning? You're okay? Does anybody else have any questions for this project? Okay, so this was a recommendation for us to move it to the PC meeting of April 8th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
A motion?
Second?
Second.
All approved?
Aye.
Voting ayes. Motion passes. Thank you. Thank you, Jordan. Moving on, public hearing item number 5. You have the project, please?
Item number 5 is development permit type P 24-05. It's a request to allow development and establishment of a new commercial building containing approximately 17,962 square feet on a vacant pad located in a parcel containing approximately 1.28 acres. This project will be utilizing a currently vacant pad on a commercial center. The site, address for this site is 112 West 40th Street, Zone Commercial General CG-1. It is categorically exempt pursuant to section 15332 infill development of the state SECO guidelines, and staff recommends that the DRC committee move this item forward to planning commission for consideration tentatively for April 8th. And applicant is here, ready for questions.
Thank you, Christian. Applicant, do you have any questions for us or everything's okay?
I have a question.
Go ahead, Bob.
I believe we spoke about this before. Are you guys gonna utilize the existing pad?
We are utilizing the CPAP, it is the fire burn announcement, we're using the CPAP. You know, it's all there too, we have a solar engineer, staff right now that's working on, in this solar reports and communicating certified probably.
Okay. I think that was a question that we had raised before. More than 5,000 square feet, we're gonna be disturbed.
We have a great, we have a great plan already submitted.
I don't believe I saw that. I saw a site plan.
Yeah, we have a grading plan, we have a full-blown grading plan, we have a WQP, we have, landscape, and we have, building plans already into the city, so at risk.
Okay.
So yes, we are recertifying, yes, we have a great plan in place.
So you did everything at risk
Yes,
as your time went.
This-
So
this
he would
pro-
need to go to the building plans themselves,
correct.
right?
Actually, the plans have been submitted to you guys, actually, also have been, planning as well, so you guys have a copy of what was actually submitted to them.
I don't think I saw a grading plan. I must have missed that.
They submitted their CDs last week. It's currently on my desk at the moment because we're waiting for recommendation from you guys to go to PC. So once we get that recommendation, I'll go ahead and share that with you guys. Again, that's what we received last week.
You also received grading plans weeks ago, there's a grading plan inside the package, links, WQMP, we've done a full workup. Fire, you already have your stuff, and we have comments back with you guys, work the traffic. Our stuff. The problem with the project is basically I have 1 year to put it together, or this won't happen, it'll be vacant lot for a lot of years.
Yeah, I think it was the undergrounding of utilities had come up and I had mentioned if more than 5,000 square feet were gonna be disturbed. But then the option was to use the existing pad. That condition was.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna recertify the pad we have now. Existing utilities are gonna go in just to open this up. We're going to do open file underneath Edison above and underground. We talked to our construction team, they said no problem there, we're gonna drive the pad. We already have the transformer on site or on our grading plan and our site plan. We're gonna drive utility to it, so that way that's done. The problem with Edison is everybody knows it takes forever for Edison to do anything around here, especially with fires now. So we want to open it up with it under the pretense that we can then disconnect the existing pole that comes across and feed it from underground. So we'll work with Edison planners all the way through the process, hopefully get TCFO or CFO, and then it'll be well underway for the undergrounding.
I also had like a suggestion, so that lot, since it's so vacant and it's exposed to a lot of illegal dumping, I've been out to the site like multiple times. Just keep that in consideration when you're building, and I know the property owner is complying with the violations that I sent out, but just keep that in your construction phase, so that you will be getting a lot of transients and illegal dumping in your area.
Hopefully, for the contractors to begin, or we get Jansen out of there, with more traction and there being a gym, hopefully get some transits out of there.
Yeah.
That's the hope. The transients were burnt out the building to begin with, right? They were
Yeah.
starting a fire there, turned a container box, it was bad, and it was all over the news, so yeah, it's good. We want to get it back in working order.
And then with the construction yard, you're most likely gonna have some sort of perimeter fencing, correct?
Oh, yeah, we'll.
So that won't be an issue at that point. It'll most likely be deterred.
Yeah, we already signed a contract with Grudge Construction, they already got a
Okay.
construction plan put in place.
Perfect. Just
Sounds
keeping
good.
you heads up because no. It's a hot zone for illegal dumping from the neighbors or pedestrians.
Well aware, I understand.
Thank you, Hiram.
Also, for the building division, the city doesn't issue TCOs. So let's try to work together and try to get all the other agencies and department and division approvals before calling for a final building inspection approval.
So what we talked about with the engineer was that basically we were gonna go with, we were gonna get CO. As long as Edison was in the process and the pad was in place and we did our due diligence, that way it could be connected. That's the only thing. So we have to pull a separate permit to connect. I don't mind doing that. So I have a separate permit just to connect the power down. But as long as our infrastructure is in place, the problem is if we don't deliver and open it up, this building in particular by the first of next year, this lease goes away and this project dies. It's a it's a done deal. The Planet Fitness will pull out. They've already told us they'll pull out. Landlord will pull out the build, it'll be done. Even if the building's halfway built, they'll pull out the build. Just because it doesn't make financial sense. So,
Understood.
and I'm not holding any guns to anybody's head, I'm just giving you guys the reality. I've talked to everybody I've talked to, I've given the same story. We've been working on this since last summer. I was hoping we'd be DRC way in and now, but it's been a long road to hoe. So I'm glad that we got it to here. I'm really looking forward to get the planning commission on the 8th. And I really appreciate approval from this board.
Okay, so we generally. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We generally don't issue a CFO on temporary power or no power.
Well, it'd be permanent power, it'd just be above ground.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I think
There's transformers there now.
what we're gonna do in this case is, we would sign off on it with documentation from Edison that it is in the pipeline for them to
Right.
underground. And then we would be holding bonds until that is completed.
That's fine. I think we can accommodate that.
Yeah, that would be fine for the building division also. If it comes to pass where we'll need some proof that it's in the process with Edison, we'll issue the CFO.
Appreciate it.
All right, that sounds good. Anybody else? No? All right. So, the recommendation was to move this forward to the April 8th, 2025 Planning Commission meeting for consideration. Do I have a motion?
Emotion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No nays? All right, item passes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everybody, for your time.
Thank you. We're gonna adjourn. The next regular meeting of the DRC will be held here Wednesday, March 12th, 2025 at 10 a.m. in this same room. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.